Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to my career mode here. We're here at the Champions Invitational at Echo Park Golf Club. So looking at the course conditions here, fairways, greens are firm, and green speed medium fast, overcast. So we're going to have Ricky Fowler as the pro that we are playing as our rival. So again, medium speed, and then firm, and then the medium fast, and we'd go from there.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational.
So we are here, straight on. So we'll see how things go. I'm trying something new. I'll explain it as I go along.
Following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf.
Not terrific, but not
Rich,
bad.
How do you see this one playing out?
Even though Ricky won last time, he hasn't been at his best lately.
We're gonna go
so this
all
is
the
a
way
massive
out.
Opportunity for his opponent to knock him off his perch.
Oh,
Well,
I
it'll be
hit.
interesting to keep an eye on this one.
I hit the
right throughout this
wall,
event.
I think.
And here we are with the third
So
shot.
that's not good. Alright, that should hopefully do it. Not hard enough, though.
Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here.
Alright, let's see. If I go to the flop, push this back, say to 22, it's going to be too much, 25, so 20% is going to bring me down to 20, maybe 30 is what I need, because then we're going to be down to, we're going to lose 9, it's still a little shy, so let's try that. Alright, now it went too far still.
Putting now for a bogey.
Alright. So not a great start. We're going to go ahead and do that, and now we're going to see how this works.
That'll sting a bit.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and seems so in this case.
Whoa!
Gee, that had a chance, didn't it? This is a triple bogey attempt here.
Alright, so I have a little bit
And
going
with that
on
effort, now 3 over for the day.
because of what I'm trying,
And
so
so does an opportunity. to take
again,
full
just
advantage.
going ahead and trying something out. So I know I'm saying I'm going to explain it, but I'm just trying to dial things in a little bit here. Well, I'm glad I went that way.
That's a bit out of shape.
Alright, a little bit
Kenny,
out.
how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
It's not on the fairway, but it's not bad.
Right.
It's a good lie in the first cut.
Let's see. Alright, that's better, other than clearly the lie bounced me over.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like.
Alright,
Got to club
6
down a
miles
little
an
bit.
hour should pull me up enough. Okay, should be decent.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
Way too far still.
But not a bad approach, that one. Up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
Alright, let's
Lining up the
see
birdie
if we
putt
do
here.
that.
Ouch, that hurts. Just 3 feet to the cup. Our
Alright.
work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
We did get the par.
Here we are at the
Again,
third.
Ricky's likely to be getting us a lot more.
That reminded me of the Big Easy.
All right.
Silky smooth.
I'll take that swing every day. Alright. A little bit of motion. Alright, I'm going to pull this back. I'm going to head over here. Again, decent swing, but not...
Nicely done.
The wind didn't move me, although the fast maybe was part of my problem.
Was on a good line.
Really close.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
Alright, we're uphill. So I need to
Nice
go
stroke.
a little harder. Ooh.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take
I
it.
was worried that was going to go by.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the fourth
Alright,
hole.
so a bit of the
And it's
challenge
a
that I'm
beautiful
having, so
putt.
I'm going to explain what's going on.
Your eyes look down
The
the left-hand side and
Let
see
me
two
let
massive
them
bunkers, and
stop
obviously the water,
talking, I
so
guess, because
anything right
I
at that
do
is
have
just
something
fine.
to
If you find
say.
the fairway,
Let me
second
hit.
shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second
we're
shot
all right.
is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
This one from about 160 yards out.
Wind back into their grill. They need to flight this one down.
Alright, so a good amount of feedback, and I do thank folks for going ahead and you know, telling me what they feel is really the issue. So many comments have included the vibration, the haptic controls, you know, as they'd be called, and so forth. And doing some research finally to try to figure out what may or may not be happening. Initially, I thought I couldn't do it because I started seeing things that on PC it doesn't work, but even though I was searching PGA Tour 2K23 for whatever reason, Google was giving me a bunch of answers for PGA Tour from EA Sports. But then I found some comments in that saying it works in PGA Tour 2K23. So obviously I was like, all right, let me go in. And again, it was more around the putting and so forth than anything else. But what I have determined is I had been playing basically with the controller sitting on my lap to try to keep it even, to basically what I felt was giving me more control. But what I discovered is because the vibration's not terribly strong, which is good because otherwise it just would be irritating and it would honestly probably use up a lot of power in the batteries in the controller. I was feeling no vibration when it sits in my lap. So if I held the controller, I can just kind of feel the vibration. So I was initially thinking like, I don't have any vibration. I have it on. I knew I had looked in the menu and swing vibration is on in the settings. But I was just like, things aren't working. But I determined it's because I think I'm suppressing it when it's sitting in my lap. You know, there's enough cushion, you know, from the fat in my legs or whatever, you know, that it's just not working. So I'm now holding it in my hand, but I think that's going to really become a bit more fatiguing, honestly. You know, and so right there, like when I go back, I can absolutely feel the vibration, but now I'm struggling with kind of learning how to get my timing back because my position in on my body and everything is different, if that makes sense. The other challenge here is because in this difficulty level, I still have a swing meter. It's like my brain is seeing it, but I'm waiting for the vibration, and that's what's been causing some of the poor play in the beginning here. All right, so let me go back. Because the other thing I did try is people said, well, you know, when you're using the vibration for a putt, like if you're downhill, they'll pull back, and even on the regular one, they'll pull back on the power a bit that it recommends, because reacting to the vibration instantly is almost impossible. And then they found that slightly earlier vibration, by the time they react, it gets them there. So I did a good amount of putting practice to just try to understand the vibration, and I think that's starting to make some sense here. But it's just kind of relearning how to do some things. Ooh, is the difficulty. Yeesh. Alright, we are up. Whoa! That went fast. Alright. See, so like right now, if I didn't have the distance meter, I have nothing to focus on but the vibration. Where it... Now I'm trying to not listen for it, but I don't know, to feel for it, I guess. And then just try to teach myself that. So that's what I'm doing. I don't know what impact that's ultimately going to have to my gameplay here. Like right now, I'm not doing terrific. I mean, the good thing is on my swing path, it's not affecting me the way I was worried, because the reason I had the controller on my lap to begin with is I felt just pulling. I'm gonna torque the controller, and it's gonna cause me to miss things, but that doesn't appear to be the result, if that makes sense. So, you know, I'm giving it a go, but I'm just not sure how this is all ultimately going to play out. So, I think, you know, but I can definitely feel the vibration on the putting now, which I could not. So that is what I'm doing, and, you know, I'm going to... I have not done PGC tours with this yet, and so it'll be interesting to see... Alright, because see, that was much more kind of doing the just make the swing, and that's what I need to do. I really don't need to focus on the vibration on anything but the putting, and is what I think I'm figuring out. And I think that was the issue, is like I was doing that, looking for the vibration, and I think that's what's messing me up on approaching the hole. So I think I just need to, you know, make these swings the way I've made them, and now...
Nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Now again, another piece of feedback I got, which logically totally makes sense, and I think in the back of my mind I knew it, you know, is if it's a weak swing, weaker than it should be, I'm going to have more motion on the roll. You know, it's the terrain's going to affect it more, and if I have a harder hit, there's less. So, like, I get that concept, and so I'm trying to, again, kind of put that in my brain.
Hey, that's a chance.
Come on! Oh!
Steady now.
Shoot. I need some birdies.
We have a par 5.
So yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of basically struggling with learning a new way. I won't say relearning, it's not that significant.
Wow,
but you know, it just feels awkward at this point, because basically my arm is you know, a foot up, 8 inches up from where I'd normally be and how I'd be doing it. There's just, I don't know how else to explain it. I think if I go up, yeah, we're going to lose, because at this point we lose, yeah, that's going to put me back a long way, because right now, 28, and yeah, there's basically a 40-yard difference, 286 to 249, but I'd be basically losing, you know, nearly 60 yards, so that would put me further back. So I'm going to want to go ahead with this, You know, the other challenge is it was a lot easier to do the motion, but where I feel I need to hold the controller to stabilize it, it's a lot more finger movement. Alright, well, it's gonna work because of the way the fairway is bulged out there, so that's okay. Let's see. Always like my flop, so we're gonna lose about a yard. I'm gonna do that. We compensate for the lie a bit. Not bad.
A birdie putt awaits.
Alright, so let's see what we can do here.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy.
Alright, got a birdie.
Nice effort from him. He bounces
I
back
need a
from
lot
the
of
bogey
them.
at the last hole.
Again, the importance is making the cut. I would hate to screw my season up as I do this, but at the end of the day, I'm playing. Alright, let me back this off to maybe here. You know, I'm playing the single player now to get better at TGC Tours, so I might need to sacrifice that one for the other.
With the 5-wood.
Shoot. Well, wow.
Not sure if that's how they
I was not expecting that to go that far.
Havoc with another golf ball.
Holy moly. Alright, we're going to back this off. Well, it's already just backed off a bit, I think, because of the downhill. Let's see.
Oof. A gallant attempt.
Still too far.
This putt is of 9 feet.
Alright. A little bit of motion off the blade, maybe. It's uphill a bit, so we'll go a little further. Come on. Oh, I was like, don't go by the edge again.
Currently at 4 over for the day. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off.
Alright, wind across the green. Or across the fairway. Another slow. I need to stop doing this stuff. Yeah, because this is... Well, this might work if I get it. Alright, I should be on.
Well, out of the bunker and onto the green, but still a fair bit of effort to go here.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is one of those lengthy
Not
putts.
kidding.
Just to get close.
That's for sure.
Alright.
There's no doubt about this rivalry. It's certainly heating up. That has moved them within touching distance of their rival.
Wow, Ricky's -3. I haven't really been paying attention to him. I've been more focused on my game.
This has been entertaining so far, hasn't it? The players behind their rival at the turn, but that's just temporarily. They got 9 more holes to go. Some good opportunities on the back 9 to catch them. Let's see how this all ends up.
3 over for the day.
All right, we're gonna lose. We're gonna gain 8 yards and then lose 5. So this just seems like too much again, but the other one's not enough. So, we'll see. All right, a little bit over to the left, more than I wanted to be.
Playing their 4th shot.
Whoa, whoa.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
He's 13
Darn
feet
it.
out. Unlucky for some, he's got this.
This is a
for his
lot.
part.
Come on, please go in.
Just missed. And this one will be for bogey. Unfortunately,
Shoot.
moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading.
No, it is
The
not.
11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the
All
back
right,
tees.
I am gonna
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee
let
shot.
this do its
Find a spot
thing.
at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn
Ooh.
it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that
just
wanders throughout
hate
the golf
wasting
course to a
that.
green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
All right. Again, not great because I really should be on the green by
Wind is
now.
blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
All right. Should be good right there. Ah, I could feel again, and that
This
was
one's got eyes
that
for
was
flagstick.
holding it in the air.
Outstanding
Spun
shot.
that
High
swing.
quality.
It worked out.
And if this can go
But
down,
wow.
he'll save par.
All right.
There it is.
Well, we did save par, but
Justin Thomas
Ricky
is at
just
the top of
keeps
the
getting
leaderboard with a
one
one-shot
ahead
lead.
while I keep treading water. All right. Let's see.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Come on.
Might
Oh,
be one
really?
putt Too many. This would be a great up and down.
All right. I think I need to go all the way up with the spin. And even with the spin, look how far that went. Wow.
Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong
It
before.
is
and it could
makeable.
happen
It's
again.
just... All right.
And down she goes from outside the range.
Again, a lot of work for
And
not
JT
much.
has
Again,
come
if I
down
could have
with-
avoided the +3 on that first
Well, the 13th
hole,
hole here at Echo Park
while I
Golf
was
Club,
really
is
struggling
not as
with
kind. A big hole at 504
with
for the
things,
Chiefs.
I would have been
Thankfully,
better.
it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course,
All right,
that
wind's blowing in my
meandering
face
look
here.
That is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down the right-hand side, but that's for the
There,
brave few.
should be
Second
good.
shot, downhill slightly
All right.
to a massive green.
Because I was
Just
worried
some big
pulling
bunkers on
back,
the
I'm going to
left-hand
lose
side, but plenty of bailout room
really
over
a
to the
huge
right.
amount of distance. All right, wind in my face. Again, I'm going to do something like that, and we'll see if that gives me a good approach.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Kind
This
of
one's right of the green.
distance-wise, not bad, but
A
a little bit
mark on
off
that approach shot.
target.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Oh, can you believe it?
Wow.
That's remarkable. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. Next up is this par 4 hole.
All right. So I'm going to loop it out here a little bit. Let's see if that will work out.
Ooh, that was a little bit of an interesting pass at it.
Well, it'll be on.
3 over par.
So overall not terrible, but obviously I'd like to get a little bit more consistent. Again, it's just, so we're going to lose a few yards, and it's just hard to know if the wind's really going to do what it says it's going to do.
They've chosen to club down here.
All right.
This player is making a statement with that approach shot. I think this rivalry
Should
with
be
Ricky
straight
Fowler
on.
is really inspiring him to fire at those flags.
And with that part hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
All right.
I like it. 2 in a row.
So I'm feeling
Justin
better,
Thomas
like at least
currently in
I'm
the lead as we check the rest of the
competitive
standings.
again. If I get myself back
Here
to
we
par,
find
that would
ourselves
be
on the turn of par
incredible.
4.
Oh, more slow than I had hoped,
That's heading down the runway.
but worked
And
out.
this one, about 130 yards out.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
Alright, not bad.
Yeah, that one's looking good.
Alright. It's a lot of movement for
It sets up a look
things. Wow. This looks a bit... Wow. There's a lot going on.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
Ooh.
Ooh, he's up, Tiger. A par putt on the table. And it's that man, JT, on top spot.
And again, I'm less worried about Ricky at this point. I'm
Let's see
just...
what happens here at the 16th.
I got too much going on in my head to worry about Ricky. How about that?
Opting for the 9-iron.
So... Okay, we're
Not a bad
on
approach. Grab the putter from the
further
caddy.
away
Well
than
danced.
I expected.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Okay, a
Careful
little
not
bit
to leave this
uphill.
one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Oof.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. The leader now has a
Alright,
one-stroke
tied for
advantage.
48th.
This hole is a par 4.
Alright,
and it's a
wind
pretty
blowing
lengthy one at
over.
that. Oh, great swing there.
I'll take that one.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Alright. Same type of thing.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
Not happy with the fast, but it works out.
Well
At least,
played,
you know,
mate.
biggest thing was the water.
And
There
this
was
putt is for
definitely
birdie 3 on the scorecard.
nerves there. Alright. A little bit uphill. I think I hit it too hard. I mean, it worked out, but... Alright, again, just the par.
And that putt will drop. Well done. Let's head to the final hole of this round.
Alright, so we got the par 5 here. It's moving me that way, so we're going to be more in the middle.
Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture.
Right.
Gorgeous swing.
The fast actually counteracts the wind a little bit in that case. Ooh. My goodness. The problem is... Alright. Oh boy. This is going to be interesting.
Going with a 3-wood here.
Alright, well,
It's heading to the rough
let's
for mine.
clear it at least. Ooh,
Two
wow.
over for the day.
That is a long way, I'll tell you that. Alright, so we're going to go down 10, 12. Well, maybe I can do that. Because that would be, let's say 8. And then another couple, so 10. So yeah, I need to bring this down. Probably there. Not bad, but
What's in front of them, Henny?
not
He'll
as
be happy to
not
hold
what I
this.
would have
21
liked.
foot.
Alright, I think it's gonna move a little bit to the left. Is what I'm gonna call it. Oh,
Just missing the birdie there.
so close.
And that brings an end to the day.
But with the way it
Well, that
started,
was certainly a tale of two nines, Rich, and
again,
well
I'd
done
be
for this
negative
player to
1
first
if
off
I
his
really hadn't had
Well,
kind of the
that's what
botched
they had
first
to do.
hole.
After that opening 9, it was...
So, I
it
think
wasn't gonna be
overall
pretty
not
if they had
bad.
the back 9 to match the front 9. Thankfully,
It was
they
still
turned
harder
around,
to
got
tell
it back on the back 9.
where
Hopefully, a
the
better day ahead.
Well,
where
just
where
about
the
to it. On behalf of
vibration
Rich
was.
Green,
It
I'm
is
Luke
very
Elvin.
subtle
Thanks for tuning
still,
in.
but
Look forward to your
I think
company next time.
I think I'll get there. So again, my hope is with that guidance and that feedback from folks that I'm going to have some better results. You know, especially with TGC Tours, because if I can dial things in there, but I definitely felt as I was practicing the putting with that feedback and kind of now understanding, okay, I can feel the vibration. You know, and maybe what I do is I hold the controller when I putt and I go back to what I was doing and putting the controller in my lap when I'm driving. So maybe the second round I'm going to try that variation and see if that feels better, because yes, my arm that is holding the controller, even though I have an armrest on my chair, just keeping that elevated for the entire round is definite. I can feel the fatigue in my arm for sure, and I would think that is going to impact my ability to play, especially since a lot of times my preferred method is to get multiple rounds in at a time, usually all 4 rounds just back to back, and just play through them. So I could see my arm being exceptionally tired in the 3rd and the 4th round, and just that affecting my ability to be effective. But we'll see how things go. So again, constantly trying to improve things. And once again, for those who did provide feedback, be direct as you've been. And nobody seemed to apologize. Nobody was like, hey, I don't want to get you upset. I mean, they seemed to be pretty blunt and direct, and that's okay. I got a thick skin, and I understand I need the feedback, because there were, I think the most direct one was someone said, you're saying you feel you're executing when you're not even close. And yeah, that was direct, and for the split second it was like, ooh, that's harsh, but that's the kind of feedback I need to hear. It kind of kicks me off my duff and gets me to understand, all right, even though in my head I think I'm okay, those who probably are better than me are saying I'm not. And it was mainly about the putting again, that I'm just still like hitting it way too hard, and they were suggesting the feedback and so forth, the force feedback. So gone ahead and done that now, so should be good. But at this point, thanks for tagging along. If you have not dropped a like on a video, please consider that. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please consider that as well. And I will see you next time.